Hi everyone, Gina Lorenzo here. As some of you know, I work as broker in charge at RE/MAX Executive South Park office in Charlotte, North Carolina. And with that position, I get asked a lot of questions by agents, sometimes the same questions. So it got me thinking about providing some new content to help agents in their everyday business. Basically, I want to educate you the same way that all people under the age of 35 are educated, through YouTube. No reading required. You don't even need to really pay attention because I'm going to provide a recap at the end. So here's your fact situation. You have a hot buyer that seems interested in a home that you are touring together. You're very hopeful this is the one because the other 52 you showed them haven't been. But who's counting? Oh, wait a minute. You. You get to the laundry room and wow, there they are. A shiny pair of Duets. Your client is positively enamored and asks you, do you think they come with the house? You check your MLS sheet and you say, you betcha.
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
Yeah.
Those shiny Duets with the adaptive wash technology and tap touch control are yours when you buy this home. So that was the tipping point for your client and he decides to put in an offer. You write it up, then you get that call from your buyer.
I was thinking we could ask for a few of the things in the offer. Some more personal property.
Like what?
Just a couple of things. The fridge, the pool table, the sectional sofa.
It has coffee stains on it.
Yeah, that's okay. I also want the projector screen, all media equipment that the seller's ever owned.
Patio furniture including tables, 6 chairs, settee, loungers, pool umbrellas, lawnmower, edger.
And the baby grand piano. All for $1. Is that going to be a problem?
No. So you present the offer to the listing agent in writing, and then the seller counters. Seller accepts your client terms except for the personal property. He is countering with the following. He will convey the pool table, the sectional sofa, please note the coffee stains, the projector screen, all media equipment the seller's ever owned,
Table with 6 chairs, settee, loungers, pool umbrellas, lawnmower, edger.
and the baby grand piano. Your client counters again, the seller counters, and then finally, you have an agreement. Yeah! You haven't slept in 37 hours and you are desperate to get this deal done. You quickly write it up, send it to your client for signature, do a shot of tequila, and you go straight to bed. Now fast forward 45 days to the walkthrough. Closing is in less than 2 hours and you are taking a final tour of the property. Everything's going great until you get to the laundry room. Instead of the shiny Duets, there's nothing there. Your buyer turns and asks with a pained expression, what happened to the Duets with the adaptive wash technology and tap touch controls? I don't know. So you call the agent. They were not in the contract. Don't you remember? No. I don't remember. I shouldn't have had that shot of tequila. Dang it. So you tell the agent, but you advertised them in MLS, and I saved the MLS sheet. So, folks, question is, do the Duets convey? They weren't in the contract, but they were advertised in MLS, and they did entice your client to move forward with an offer. The answer? No, they don't. Why? Well, for a few reasons. First, because that's what our contract says. Right here. It's page 10. Page 10. Paragraph 20. This contract contains the entire agreement of the parties and there are no representations, inducements, or other provisions other than those expressed herein. There's a bunch of other stuff, but it really doesn't matter. But what about the MLS sheet? It was right there in black and white. Think of MLS as being like Tinder. Swipe right if you like it and left if you don't. But this doesn't mean you're getting married, folks. You're not printing out that sheet, having your client sign it, and running down to the altar. You need to slow down, Rico Suave. It's just an invitation for an offer. It isn't an actual proposal. There's also something called the parole evidence rule, which is part of common law, kind of a complicated legal principle, but it's directly on point here. Let me read it for you. The parole evidence rule governs the extent to which parties to a case may introduce into court evidence of a prior or contemporaneous agreement. Enough reading. What it means for you is that a court doesn't want to try and go back and read through your emails or look at MLS sheets or hear you testify, well, he said, and then she said. They just want to take a look at the four corners of your contract. There are actually a lot of corners here, not just four. So here's a recap. You hear me? Recap for those of you who tuned out. Tune back in real quick for two important takeaway points. Number one, MLS is like Tinder. It isn't a marriage proposal. It's just an invitation to start a relationship. Second, if it's supposed to convey, put it somewhere in the four corners of your contract, preferably in the personal property section, but just make sure it's in there. And don't forget the Duets. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.